On this video, I'm going to be talking about what's on the other side of making decisions guided by your intuition. I have another video that I'm going to link below where I talk about how to make decisions guided by your intuition, how to make these big life decisions. And I want to start by saying it's not easy, and I want to share a little bit of the pieces, the parts that are part of the process. And for the most part, it's uncomfortable. But I also want to say, if you're new to live life this way as I am, it's not like I've been living life this way for 10 years. I want to say maybe a couple of years, and more intentionally a few months, 3 to 4 months now. And yes, it's scary, getting used to and getting familiar to the unknown, to not having to predict what's going to happen. It is scary, especially if you maybe have been like me, where you like predicting and making sure that you're planning all the details of the decision and the next move you are making in your life. I'm actually very good at that. I'm very strategic, and it's easy for me to know, like, okay, planning is just something that comes very easily for me. And so letting go of that way of being, it is uncomfortable. It is uncomfortable because because I'm new, it's like that's the only way I know how to be. It can be uncomfortable, but I think I am on the other side of making the decision, and it feels amazing. So just to break down a little bit of the things that you can experience during this process. Of course, you will have the tendency of going back to the way you used to do things, planning and controlling, and even like stressing out and being anxious. Like, we don't even realize that we normalized those states in our nervous system in the way we are. And because I guess, I'm going to link below some other videos where I've been sharing all the things besides making decisions guided by my intuition, all the other things that I've been doing. But I've been, in these last few months, I've been very intentional with all my personal practices, spiritual practices. I've been meditating, doing breath work. I have this really beautiful practice of gratitude practice, but I turn it into extended gratitude, where I don't only feel grateful at the end of the day for the things that happened to me. I also celebrate the progress I'm taking, or the progress I'm doing in the changes, and I'm starting a business now. So I decided that I wanted to create a more meaningful way to do the gratitude practice, and it's been amazing. So all these practices have helped me so much during this time to be present, to be committed, and it's what it has been making this process of taking decisions guided by your intuition so magical, so powerful, so wonderful, that now that I started seeing the results, I'm like, there's no way back. I'm not doing life in a different way than this. It's so beautiful. And so, yes, we are going back to the things that happened during the process. Is that you have the tendency, we all have it, same thing. When you start, working out or a new diet, you want to eat the ice cream, you want to go and eat pizza or whatever it is. You know what I'm talking about. It's like we always kind of want to go back. So working with the resistance during those days, it is challenging, but it's the same thing. Once you start getting stronger at the gym, it's like 2 weeks of you going to the gym, your muscles start feeling, stronger. It's the same thing. you're like, okay, I'm enjoying so much, and I'm getting so many benefits from having my mind quiet and cultivating good, beautiful thoughts. Makes me feel so good that it's like you're getting so many other benefits in your life that you want to do it. You want to do whatever it takes. Resistance, letting go of the resistance, and with the unknown, letting go of the way of planning and the wanting to plan what's going to happen, and getting used to not knowing. It's like, it sounds like it's the same thing, but it's kind of different. They're together, yes. You're experiencing, at the same time, like, okay, you want to know what's gonna happen. But the more you start getting used to not knowing what's gonna happen, you start trusting, and you start also getting excited. What's happening now is that once I made the decision, and I've been going through this process without not knowing what was going to happen, things have been aligning in my life by itself. Like, I haven't been done anything, and things are just happening. I've been getting calls from random places. I've been getting offers and things out of nowhere. So when you start seeing this, and those things that are presenting now are kind of like even greater than what you thought. If you were planning, let's say, like, you could imagine that some kind of scenarios might happen, and now that you're not planning, all these new scenarios are presenting in your life. They're like, that's even better than I could have thought. So when you start seeing those things, like, now you're like, I don't even want to think anymore. Like, if by me not thinking and not controlling and not planning, these amazing things are happening in my life, like, of course I want to do more. So I really wanted to record this video right when I'm experiencing all these things, because I think there's a lot of power, of course, when we learn from people that are masters in what they do, and they have practicing that thing, whatever it is, for many years. But it's also really nice to learn from someone that feels close to you. It's like, honestly, 3-4 months that I've been intentionally with my spiritual practices, with meditating and doing all these things. You can, of course, you're invited to watch my other videos. So I feel like it feels good, because it's like, okay, if she can do it, and it's been only a few months for her, like, I can also try and do it. I hope you're getting that feeling, and I hope this video served. Of course, if you have questions, if you'd like to learn more, feel free to reach out. For now, I hope you feel inspired to make that decision that your heart has been asking you to make. And that's probably your heart, it's your intuition. So I hope you feel empowered, and you just start flowing with life, dancing with life, and trusting that the best is gonna happen for you, especially if that decision comes from your heart, from your intuition. All right, peace and love.